I may not know exactly where this road is taking me, but I know that I'm precisely where I'm supposed to be. The journey is long, full of joy and pain, but as long as you're smiling, I'll stand in the rain. I've got nothing left to give other than love, but the funny thing about that is love is everything. I hope there is love where you are. I hope there is love where you are. I hope there is love where you are. I hope there is love where you are.
Good evening. I just wanted to stop in and talk, have a moment of your time, moment of your attention. I wrote an essay that I'd like to read to you. It is the middle of spooky season up here in the Colorado mountains and at the Stanley Hotel. I'm doing 3, sometimes 4 shows an evening just to take advantage of the spooky season. And the shows are selling out. It's being a very, very good season. All things considered, I'm leading a very amazing life. And I'm surrounded by all kinds of different love. And it's a beautiful thing. So most of the writing that I do is inspired by the things that I see around me. I will find myself these days during the daytime going outside to the porch and just looking and watching the leaves slowly changing, greens and golds and reds, and just counting the blessings that I have to be able to be here. And, of course, reflecting on the road that I had to take in order to get to this place. Even in your hardest times, even in the roughest things, we are learning, we are evolving, those of us who make art are creating art in our own heads. And sometimes when I take this lady, this little pupper, out for her walk, I walk further than I intended to, just because I want to see what's around the next corner, what's new, the snows that are starting to show up already at the caps of the mountains, and just all the beautiful colors that I see. And that inspired this, because it is that moment of stillness in taking the beauty around me in the world that makes me think about what is performance, what is at the cusp of creation of art. And this little script, this little essay I wrote, it's called The Magician's Hand and the Zen Mind. The different parts of me. There's many more than that, but this will also probably show up in the blog, in different places, in different pieces in the social medias. But the magician's hand, the Zen mind. The magician's hand must be still before it moves. It's a paradox most people never realize. They see the motion, the flourish, the misdirection, but not the silence that makes it possible. A good magician knows that what the audience remembers isn't what they see, it's what they feel. Your eyes can be easily fooled. The hand is not quicker than the eye, but the eye follows movement, and in following the movement, you could miss something else. Basic tenets of sleight of hand magic. What they felt comes from where your mind is, and not where your hands are. And that's not just applicable to magicians, but anyone that performs or creates art with their hands. When I was first learning sleight of hand, my teacher, one of my mentors, told me the hand only reveals what the mind believes. And at first it didn't make a whole lot of sense. I thought it was poetry. He loved to speak in prose and poetry and riddles, which made it a lot of fun to learn from. Later, I understood that what he was talking about was precision. Every move begins before the fingers twitch. The muscle remembers, yes, but only because the mind taught it to through patience, repetition, and attention. And that's the secret to magic. That's the secret to art. That's the secret to life. The hand doesn't decide. The hand executes. And when the mind is still, truly still, the hand makes the art, becomes part of the art. And the Zen mind isn't empty, it's present. It's the space between the breaths, between the thoughts, between what we must intend and what we allow. Standing and looking at the beauty of the foliage up on the mountains and the snow miles away, up higher than I exist, my mind isn't empty, it's in the moment. It's taking it in, it's being aware. And this is what we also do for practice. When I perform, I try to live there in the space between the doing and the being. If I'm chasing control, the effect is liable to fail. If I surrender to the rhythm of my breath and my heartbeat, well, then the effect lives through me. It's the same whether you're delivering a speech, writing a story, sitting across the table from someone you love and trying to express your heart, your feelings. Stillness is the starting point for every kind of magic. Magic, real, true magic, is not about fooling people. It's about reminding them that there's more. In this ordinary world of noise and deadlines and headlines, something impossible can still happen right in their own hands, right under their own noses. But to share that kind of moment, you can't be thinking about what your next move is going to be or what the next line is that's coming up. You have to be in it, fully in it, mind and hand as one. No separation between intention and action. You are being. That's the magician's meditation. So wherever you are, try this. Before you send the email, before you step up on the stage, before you pick up your cards or your coffee or your courage, pause. Feel your hand. Feel your breath. Let the noise fall away until you can hear the soft whisper beneath it all, the part of you that already knows what to do, that has been trained, that has gone through the practice, that has gone through the rehearsal, to lead to this moment of silence and pause. And that's the Zen mind. That's the magician's hand. And when the two meet, that's where the magic begins. Find your patience, and your art will reveal itself. Here we are across the table. And remember a couple of things, this is just from my heart to yours. If this spoke to you, please share it. If you have a question about anything that I said or a contradiction to your different beliefs than mine, post it below. We can open a conversation. We can be of differing opinions and still talk and still pause between breaths and express ourselves through art. Share it if you will. I hope it touches some of you. If I leave you with two last things, remember that the best stories begin with stillness. Between the point where I say, once upon a time, and whatever comes next. And finally, as always, I hope there's love where you are. Good night, and thank you.